Russia says it was a deliberate strike by Ukraine on civilians in broad daylight, with 7 people, including 3 children, being killed in a drone attack on a Russian seaside resort. Ukraine has so far not commented on today's strike, but there clearly has been a willingness and capability over several months for Kyiv to go after Russia in its own backyard. Steve Rosenberg will have the latest from Moscow, but first, James Landale has our top story tonight.
In this war, both sides say they don't target civilians, but civilians are paying a price, even on the beach. The drone strike happened at a resort near Zelenchik on the Black Sea coast. The authorities said 7 were killed, including 3 children, with 40 wounded. Witnesses said there were no warning sirens. The sound of gunfire suggesting the drone may have been hit by air defences or electronic jamming, according to Ukrainian media. But the governor of this region, which is popular with Russian holidaymakers, accused Ukraine of a deliberate strike on civilians. Russia's foreign ministry accused Ukraine and its allies of terrorism. No word yet from Russia's leader. Vladimir Putin was thousands of miles away in Siberia, enjoying the noisy adulation of hundreds of young people. No comment either from the authorities in Ukraine. But civilians were dying there too. This Russian strike on a petrol station in the Dnipropetrovsk region killed 3, including an 8-year-old boy. And just a short drive away, a funeral for a family wiped out by a Russian missile strike last week. Coffins for the parents and 3 children, but none for 5 other children still unaccounted for. Back in Russia, another Ukrainian strike on a warehouse owned by Wildberries, the country's largest online retailer. For Russian businesses and civilians, this war is coming closer to home. James Landale, BBC News.
Steve's in Moscow for us now. That is the point, isn't it, Steve? What are Russians making of all of this as this war gets closer to them?
Yeah, they are feeling the war. I think what struck me most today, Clive, was the contrast. You know, the contrast between the horror on that beach in southern Russia and the hurrah for Vladimir Putin. In Siberia, the cheers for Russia's president. It took my mind back to the day that Vladimir Putin launched the so-called special military operation. He made a speech, and at the very top of that speech, within seconds, he had claimed that what he was doing for the security of Russia. Well, in the last few days, a bomb has exploded in a Moscow restaurant, killing people. People were killed today on that beach in southern Russia. Ukrainian drones have been targeting oil refineries and Wildberries warehouses. Russia today feels less safe and less secure. But you saw those pictures of Vladimir Putin, those images. He looks supremely confident. There is no hint of self-doubt. He seems determined, despite everything that is happening around him, determined to continue fighting until he achieves what he believes will be his victory.